Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. This is a price analysis update on Polygon, which is ticker Matic. We'll have a look at what I mentioned in a previous video, some areas where I did say it could be a great area to buy, and then we'll have a look at some levels above where we could look to either take profit, accumulate, or even just sell parts of our bags. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So welcome to the channel. As ever, this is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro. If you're wanting to get one step ahead of the game and find out exactly what's going on in the crypto space and get first dibs on all the latest news, go ahead and check their platform out. There's a full platform review on the homepage of my YouTube channel. So this is Matic. This is currently the daily time frame, and last time I did a price analysis video on this, I was looking at this latest move. We did hit some highs there at $2.22, local highs, and then we did reject. I said look to ladder some orders in from $1.81 all the way down to $1.55, and that's signified by this red circle here. I would have said that's a decent area. I just want to put the moving averages on too, and we've actually lost the moving average 50, which is not usually a good sign. So one thing that I'm ever looking for in an uptrend is usually a moving average crossover on the 20 and the 50 on the daily time frame. And then when we are pushing up, I look for a retest of that 50 and then we get continuation. But so far, we've actually lost right down to this level. So we've come all the way down to $1.46. It's not the most ideal scenario, but I think that's mainly just due to the fact of a Bitcoin pullback, and it has pulled everything back a little bit more significantly than it should have done. A lot of alts have dropped between 15 and 45%. So this has not dropped as much, but it is, like I say, it had quite a decent pullback. So that's now done. Those buy zones are now out of the question. And if we get rid of that Fibonacci, we need to drop right down into the lower time frames and have a look at some key levels. What I would usually do is put a Fibonacci on and have a look at that 618 region. But as you can see, we've hit that 618. And if we go back to a Fib, in fact, we've probably done a 78% retracement overall. So if you look at a Fib, oh, you look at that. So if you look at the entire move, from this area of support down here, put the Fibonacci there, all the way to the top, retrace, look at that, we've pretty much touched it to a T, haven't we? The second wick, well, today's daily candle has bounced off at $1.48 region, so all in all, things are not looking too bad there now, and personally, I think it is up only from here, and that's just not with Matic. I think that's the entire market. I think the drop is done, and I really think it's time to push on. We need to, though, regain momentum and push back up above that moving average 50 at 158, and then we really start to see some growth. Just looking at a few things here, we've got a trend line from the bottom here, which you could say that is a new trend. So if you're looking for buys, maybe see if we get a rejection of this 50. I mean, it could potentially target buys down on that trend line. So if we reject off this 50 here, it could come back down, pick some orders up at around $1.53. So that's for a little bit of a bearish scenario if we do come back down, but like I say, I'm more inclined to think that we are going to push up. If we do push up and you're looking to accumulate though, whether that's to take profit, to buy back in, or if you're just looking to take some profit off and recycle that profit into different assets, the first region here is $1.76, and then we have this massive red level of weekly resistance at $1.92, which is close to that $2 mark. I think that $2 mark is a nice psychological area where people will be thinking, right, I'm managing to buy some at $1.50 or even a portion of my bag, and then I'm looking to accumulate at $2. Usually you would get a sell-off at around $1.99 or something daft like that. So if you're looking to accumulate from buying at these levels, look to target that $1.92 region. So the daily time frame is not looking the best, but we have done that golden ratio retracement, which is what I always look for. So fingers crossed we can regain that 50 and push on. The RSI, just to take note, is down at 43%. So that does show that there's significantly more upside to come, and I think there's definitely a lot of room to grow now. Moving into the 4-hour time frame, as you can see, this has been pretty much down as well. Not much going on there. We're below both moving averages. We have bounced off at 618, and we need to regain back above those two. So not much similar there. Look at that. Was actually we was hitting that oversold region down on 24%. So that does me show that we are ready for a push to the upside as well. So that's that pair pretty much covered. What I want to do now is, so that's a bearish scenario and then a couple of take profit regions. I want to show you my levels where I think this price can go over the course of the next few months. So we're looking at the entire move here from the top to the bottom, and this will give us some levels above, which this is pretty much a price prediction really. If you look to upside, obviously we've got a first regions breakthrough here at $1.92. Then we've got the all-time high at $2.70, but look above, look at some of these levels that we got. My end of year price prediction here is at $7.38, and you might think, wow, that's a long way away, but trust me, once this market really starts to get pushing, I think some of these levels will be easily achieved. If you are looking to take profit on the way up though, you can use some of these levels. So we've got $3.90, we've got $5.35, $6, and then $7.73. I've got an end of cycle prediction, which is at $10. I still think that Bitcoin may hit its high towards the end of December. With that, altcoins will follow it up. But once Bitcoin stops growing, it will then be time for altcoins. And I honestly think that we could hit a $10 Matic at some stage, whether that be January, February, March. At some stage, once this cycle ends, I do believe that we can hit that level. And who knows, that could be a conservative prediction from me. But we need to wait and see what goes on. So that's that pair covered. I want to take a look at the BTC pairing too. The ones that not many people talk about on YouTube is the BTC pairs, because if you're looking to accumulate Bitcoin, you can do it via altcoins. And for me, like I said, I do think Bitcoin is going to go big run very soon. With that, the price of altcoins will start to drop in the BTC pair. So if you're looking for some buys, I've got this similar setup here. I was looking for a breakout, then we got a rejection off here at 3,500 sats, and I reckon we're going to drop now. And if you're looking for some buys, I'd target this region down here, around 1,700 satoshis. I think that could be a region where we do drop down to potentially. Obviously, if we still could get a bounce back up, if Matic itself goes on a bit of a crazy pump, we could still reject off this region again at 3,600 sats. So that's your buy zones down here at 1,700 sats, and then this accumulation point at 3,600 satoshis up at that level. And then I'm not going to look at any other levels above, I don't believe. I mean, we've got the highs up here at 6,600 sats, but I think that's a long way off. And what I'm going to do is try and cover this project a lot more, at least every 7 to 10 days. I will cover this project and we'll talk about exactly what's going on within the project. One thing I just want to finish up with is my Discord server is live. It is a Patreon service, but we have a lot of things going on here. Obviously, we've got daily analysis. I publish a market analysis update every single day on here, private to all Patreon members. And then we've got trading, what I'm currently looking at or what the guys are looking at. Chart requests, so if you're looking for charts, you can also fire some charts. There's a lot of things going on, and also a trading academy which I'm building out. So if you're new to cryptocurrency, this trading academy is getting built out over the course of the next few months. So that's going to do it for today's video. That is price analysis and my thoughts on Matic Polygon. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.